So we just got a big announcement from Godzilla Fest regarding the next Godzilla minus film, which honestly took me way too long to sit down and actually watch Godzilla minus one. But I'm not going to make this a review about Godzilla minus one, though I will mention aspects of that movie. Now that I have just seen it, it's fresh in my mind, so I cannot wait to watch it. I am excited, honestly, just to see this movie. But official Toho Godzilla has just announced and revealed the next Godzilla movie, and it's obvious. We're gonna give it a watch right now. Definitely, definitely gonna watch this movie. I'm excited. So I just want to talk about how excited I am. So I'll admit I'm not the most knowledgeable when it comes to Godzilla. I'm not. I am very much lacking in Godzilla knowledge and about the lore. I have not seen the original Godzilla films, but I have seen almost all the legendary Godzilla films. I had to sit down and watch Zilla. I want to forget that movie. I've watched um I watched Shin Godzilla. I've watched minus one, and I remember I watched maybe another one. I just don't remember which one. I gotta look it up. I gotta look it up which one I watched. I don't remember. But anyway, like I said, I'm not the most knowledgeable when it comes to Godzilla, and like you don't want to go to me when it comes to that knowledge on Godzilla. You want to probably go to my buddy Phantom, who is the host of Matinee for the Homies, Matinee with the Homies, um, for the Homies, and Anime with the Homies. I recommend watching the channels, and I will likely link the channel down in the description below because I want to support my homies over there. And I cannot wait to see this movie because like I said, I just watched Godzilla minus one uh, a few years after it came out. I watched it for the first time last night. I finally sat down and decided I'm gonna watch it, and I know it took me so long, and I kind of regret that. But one thing I'm glad of is every time I even saw anything Godzilla minus one related, I would literally go to another video. I would click off. I'd scroll past it. I refuse to see it, especially the the Godzilla atomic breath moment, which is just the build up is do 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 do. And dude, it's such a great movie. But again, I'm really freaking excited. I know the budget for Godzilla minus one was around $8 million, which is just goes to show how good a movie can look when it only has like 15 people working on it and a low budget, and how much money that movie can make when you have passion behind it instead of putting it on a conveyor belt. Disney. Um, but yeah, again, absolutely great movie. The human story was so amazing and so worth watching. That was like the best part of the film, honestly, in my opinion, was the human element. And it had me emotionally connected. So I cannot wait to sit. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna have a full on review of Godzilla minus one. I'm not gonna specifically announce when the date is, but I hope sometime by the end of next week. But again, I've got a big video I'm working on for this Friday, and I can't wait to get that out. And yeah, I know Saska sisters might be pretty pleased with that episode, that video. So again, I can't wait. I'm excited. Oh, but man, I like Godzilla minus zero is going to be a good movie. I'm more than confident in it, and so far Toho has not disappointed when it comes to Godzilla. and I know they're the original creators of Godzilla. Shocking that they're not disappointing when they understand the character. But man, I cannot wait to see. I cannot wait to see this. I'm just excited. I remember there's like I remember what really got me into really Godzilla. Like I said, I'm not the most knowledgeable person, not the most well versed in the lore. But anytime Godzilla content's on my screen, I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna watch it. Like, for example, this video I'm being suggested here. I do watch Godzilla lore content when I get the chance when it comes on my screen, or like those videos where it's like size comparisons of like Godzilla creatures or the different sizes of Godzilla of each version of Godzilla from like Zilla, Godzilla, and Legendary um Shin Godzilla, the original Godzilla. I love those videos. They're fun to watch, and and I remember I also I think this one video has always stuck out to me. I think it was a Gamera or Gamera. And I know Phantom's gonna kill me for mispronouncing that character that kaiju's name, but I remember watching a video where it was like Godzilla versus Gamera. Gamera. I think it's Gamera. I'll verify that later, and I'll, verify that later. So it was like a video where it was like them versus each other, and I was all for Gamera, and I was like, dude, what? This is such an awesome character, and I knew nothing about this character, and I was going around. I was like, man, I would love to see like Godzilla versus this character in one of the movies. I didn't realize they were two separate film universes, so I just never knew that until like a couple years ago, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But honestly, going back to Godzilla Minus Zero, I'm excited. I know they got the same team working on it. I know they're likely gonna have a bigger budget, which means which should likely mean better visual effects because Japanese movie visual effects have been significantly improving. I think they're in like the early 2000s visual effects era of where Hollywood was. So I just hope they can stay within the 2000s era of visual effects of Hollywood. Hollywood was in because Hollywood's mid to early 2010s was like the peak visual effects, and it just kind of slowly started going downhill. And then quite rapidly, it was like slowly, and a cliff drop off a cliff. I just hope Toho stays in that like peak Hollywood visual effects era. Anyway, I think this is a great announcement. I heard a rumor about this announcement, and I was kind of skeptical, but I was still like intrigued. But I know Godzilla's 75th anniversary is coming out. It's happening like this weekend, and I'm pretty excited for it. I think that's gonna be cool. Again, not the most well versed when it comes to Godzilla content, but I will sit down. I will enjoy it whenever I get a chance because it's Godzilla, one of the most recognizable monsters. In fact, the king of the monsters is literally what Godzilla is titled. So, again, cannot wait. I cannot wait to see this movie. I loved Godzilla Minus One, so I can't wait to see the sequel. Anyway, that's all I've got. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and share on your preferred social media platform. And as always, peace out, and God bless.